Hello everybody, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel, and obviously this is again, I haven't been uploading for a couple of weeks again, and I was so hoping to start uploading the most rarest and forgotten kids shows. We've got a bit of another problem with it, so I have finished it and I was going to put it as a 1 hour special. However, there has been a few problems here and there. So again, I'm going to have to maybe split it like I usually do on my YouTube channel and just do it that way. But hopefully come by this weekend, it will be uploaded. It will be uploaded, and it's going to be a brand new series. So I can't wait for it to happen, for you guys to see it. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's obviously not the video that I want to talk about today. I have been feeling really angry the past couple of days, and I really don't know what is going on inside my head, but because I don't know why, but it's that on Friday, somebody I knew, obviously it's a celebrity and it's his in-laws and the whole entire family. So they've obviously gone off on holiday, and it has really pissed me off. Now, I don't know why I keep feeling so angry about it. And it's like, I have so many reasons that I want to share with you. And this is the question that I would love to know, that is it really okay to be angry at people when they go on holiday? And I mean, especially the fact that we are still in a pandemic, COVID is still out there. And it's like, I feel like maybe that's what it is, because it's like thinking back to when we was in lockdown. I mean, nobody went on holiday, nobody saw their families, nobody could go out. And I'm not going to lie to you, but that is literally every day of my life. This is literally like me in reality. And I really hoped that the fact that we was in that situation, it would teach people a lesson that, you know, there are people out there who don't get on with their families, who can't afford to go on holiday. And it's like, and yet you do that. It's like, how dare you? In other words, like, oh my God, like, how dare you do such a thing? So yeah, I don't know if it, I mean, I've even tried like to Google, like, is it okay to be angry about it? And I mean, because apparently this is so, I don't know why, but I'm going to find this video really awkward, and I don't want any of you to think that I'm being selfish. Now, I'm pretty sure neither of you are either going to care or maybe find this shocking, but I have not been on holiday for the past 20 years. My last holiday, I was in Butlins, and believe it or not, it was the worst holiday I will ever experience. It was absolutely shit, because I went with my mom and my sister and my grandmother that I never got on with. And all I did was just go to soft play there. But then again, that was what I wanted to do. And the annoying thing is that it just poured down with rain. It was absolutely ridiculous. And the only good thing about it was that we went to pantomime. We saw Dick Whittington. And yeah, something funny happened, but that holiday was so shit. And I only went abroad the once, and it was in Malta, which is where my mother is from. So yeah, and apparently I went through a very difficult time at that time, because like my dad, he wanted to get in contact. I think he wanted to have like visitation rights, and my mom was like really against it, and they had to go to court for it. And he won his visitation rights, and visiting him was the worst days of my life, actually. I mean, I remember just like the amount of times that we would walk through a graveyard, because that was the way that we had to see him. We had to see him in like a contact centre, because he was never allowed visitation rights in the house. So every time that we had to go through there, I knew what was happening. And I just remember screaming, crying, and like, you know, begging my mom, don't you dare, you know, like leave me with him. And I think I was about 2 years old at the time, like 2 or 3. And every time that I would see my dad, he'd take one look at me and then I'm completely on the ground and I'm screaming to death. Anyway, I don't know why that's got anything to do with it, but yeah, I mean, like, I actually like went on holiday at the time before this happened. So yeah, just to spend time with family, because like they found out what was happening, and yeah, just give my mum a break really. But I have not been abroad ever since then. And the annoying thing is that my older sister, she's been on holiday a couple of times, and believe it or not, the amount of outbursts I've had with her, because I mean, I always say to her, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. So it's like, for example, let's go to Disneyland, just an example, not for real. I mean, I am desperate to go to Disneyland because I love my Disney and I've never been before. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just saying it as an example, you know, let's do that. Let's go to a water park in Blackpool. Let's go to Centre Parks. And again, I try and convince my mum to come, but they just keep saying, no, I don't want to go. Those things are not me. And it's like, I even said, you know, let's go down to Brighton. Let's have a holiday in Brighton. Again, she'll just say no. And a few months later, like one holiday, she went off with her ex-fiance. They went to Rome. And yeah, the minute they came back, I was fuming, because I was like, the amount of times I've been saying to you, I want to go on holiday, you keep saying no and you F off with your boyfriend. And yeah, and then it happened again, I think, with like her new boyfriend. They went to Future Adventure. That was my biggest outburst yet, because I remember just like going through my mother's text and like my sister saying that, oh, we're going to go to a water park. And when I saw that message, I completely flipped. I completely snapped at my mom, thinking, how freaking dare you let her go when I've been going on and on and on about going to water parks, going for a road trip, and yet she gets the credit. I mean, and like my mom is just like not even trying to reason with me or trying to understand my point. Like trying to understand, like, this is upsetting. Like, this is like really upsetting for me. This is like really making me angry. Like, why can't you understand? Can't you see that this is not fair on me? Because like I go on about it all the time and you just ignore me. So I can literally feel my blood boiling already, because oh my god, it just drives me mad. So yeah, and it just really annoys me. And then it happened again, obviously shortly, obviously like a few years ago, when she lost her baby. And I wanted to get away from everything, because what I kept doing was I kept isolating myself. I was isolating myself. I was like, I had like nobody to like hug me. My friends became distant of me. Nobody even cared. And my sister had all this support, that support. My mom had her workmates. But me, no one. And I remember that before she went on holiday, she said that I need to get away from everything. And again, I completely lost it, because I was like, I have been saying that to you loads and loads of times. I've been saying to you, I want to get away from here. I want to go on holiday. Why the hell are you going? And the annoying thing is that she did say to me that you can come with us. But the problem is, guys, I have a fear of flying, and I blame watching the Final Destination films. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't my fault. It was my mother's fault. She made me sit and watch it, because I don't know, I got bored upstairs. I came downstairs and then she made me sit and watch it, and she wouldn't let me change the channel. So yeah, out of order. And it's like, I even said to her, what would happen if I have a panic attack, or if I want to come home? What are you going to do then? Because what I didn't even realise is that if you go on holiday or something and then like you come back a day early, like they charge you so much money for it. And like, seriously, that kind of money would like cost me an arm and a leg, or maybe even my head. So yeah, that's not even worth doing. And the amount of times I kept saying that to her, she was just like she wouldn't even answer that. And I'm like, exactly, there you go. And yeah, it just pisses me off. But it's just like, do you know what? I could still have a holiday in the UK. There's nothing wrong with that. There never is anything wrong with it. But again, and it's like, for my birthday this year, I am planning to go to Blackpool. Now, obviously, like, again, it's like, I'm trying to save up for it. So it's like, because apparently, like, you know, it's Blackpool. I don't live anywhere near there. And I've been dying to go on road trips. I've been dying to go, like, to the beach for a holiday and just relax. And, like, relax the anxieties and just forget everything. And the annoying thing is that I'm trying to tell my mom and my sister that I want to do this. I want to do this. But they are so against me with it because they're like, what happens if you have a panic attack? And I'm like, do you know what, Mum? I'm still in the UK. I have got the beach. I will be fine because it is something that I want to do. And my mum reckoned, well, what about Brighton? No, I've been to Brighton. I've never been to Blackpool. Give me, like, some credit here. Like, let me do this. Now, obviously, I remember I was on TikTok and I watched this guy live on TikTok, and he's been to Disneyland, obviously the one in Florida, a couple of times. And like, I said to him that I've never been once because I could, like, never afford it. And my God, I love him so much. He gave me the best advice that I did not even know about. And I wish to God my mum should have freaking told me this, because she told me, yeah, it was true. If you like invite quite a lot of people on holiday with you, it's so cheap. And I am like, oh my God, is that really true? And then, like, at the start, I didn't really, like, believe it because I thought, yeah, like, as if that's possible. And then I told my mom about it, and then she said, yeah, that's actually true. And it really did surprise me because I was like, oh, good, then I'll invite 10,000 people or something to go on holiday and just think I might get it for free. But no, it doesn't work. I don't even know 10,000 people. That's just pathetic. So, yeah, and I feel like, I mean, I seriously think they are trying to, like, put me off, like, with the idea, because, like, my mom keeps on, like, saying to me, what happens if you invite the people that you want to come, but they either can't afford it or they don't want to come? And I am like, well, that is why I am trying to book it. I am trying to invite people. And it's like, you know what? I don't care. I am still trying to find a way to go to Flaming Blackpool for my birthday because it is something that I want to do. And I don't care. I am freaking going, even if COVID tries to kill me. I don't know. And do you know what? Talking of COVID, I think that's why I get so angry, because it's like, on Friday, I think it was, I was literally just finishing up my coursework and I was on Instagram, and then somebody I knew posted a vlog going on holiday. I think he was in Tenerife or something. And I don't know why, but my blood and my anger just suddenly, like, boiled, because I think what I was doing was that I was Googling, like, Blackpool hotels or B&Bs that I can stay at and looking at the prices. And I feel like I put so much pressure on myself. I know I do. I mean, like, loads of people say that to me, especially, like, you know, I was at work one time and then, like, some old woman said, you put so much pressure on yourself. And I'm like, yes. And I even said to her, I need to stop. And I wish to God I could have said, that's because I care so much about you. I care so much about everyone around me because I'm a nice, kind-hearted person. So, yeah, and obviously, like, I don't know why, but still to this day, I'm so angry about it. And I seriously think it's because, like, I've had about 5 or 6 people coming up to me and telling me that they've had COVID. They've had to, like, they were, like, really sick with it. And it's made me, like, question myself, like, are you jabbed? If you're jabbed, how can you still be sick with COVID? That's what I really don't understand, because it's like, geez, this time last year, we was all in lockdown, and the flaming government all saying, and especially, like, Matt Hancock saying, oh, this gives you the best protection against coronavirus. But now, as of today, it's like, oh, it's nothing anymore. Like, yeah, it might stop you from going into hospital, or you can still die from it. And this is, again, what's pissing me off, because it's like, oh, okay, so I've had about 5 people or 6 people recently telling me they've had COVID and it's really like destroyed them. And I'm getting, and now I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing people uploading their photos and videos on their holiday, literally sunbathing. And it's like, that is the respect I get. Because it's like when people tell me that, oh, I've had COVID, that sets off my anxieties, because it's like, back off, I'm not jabbed. Like, don't you dare come near me. And it's like, it's so scary to be like near people who've already had COVID, because sometimes like what bothers me is that what if they still have COVID inside them that hasn't come out yet and it's going to come and get me? That is like what I get so scared of all the time. And it's just ridiculous. It's like, oh, great. So I've had like 5 or 6 people telling me they've had COVID during the same time that this has happened. Like people going off on holiday. And this is what I hate about people who like respect the vaccinated people and not the unvaccinated people. So it's like, oh, you stop us from like having a good time just because of a choice that we want to make. It's like, because like the thing is with me though, is that just because I don't want the jab doesn't make me an anti-vaxxer. And I have said this in my previous video, but the truth is that I'm worried about it. I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't like needles, so at least give me that respect. And I remember, and it's like, the truth is though, I have been let down so badly loads and loads of times. Now, like during Christmas time, I was meant to go to Winter Wonderland. I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video, but the annoying thing about my life is, get comfy, absolutely shit. It's like, oh my God, because it's like every time that, you know, you're about to have something good happen to you, the next day something bad happens. Now, what I'm about to tell you is the exact same story about the time I had a message from my doctor, said that she retired the day before I got the invite. So me and my sister, we went to, we was meant to go to Winter Wonderland the day before in December. And I was really excited. I felt, you know, like thinking, I'll prepare myself for my anxieties, because sometimes I get a bit of anxiety on the train, which is not really like me, but you know. And then all of a sudden on Facebook, I see a message saying that they've changed the rules. Now, if you are vaccinated, you don't have to have a COVID test. If you are unvaccinated, you have to have a COVID test or prove that you have a negative test, lateral flow test. Now, that really did make my blood boil, because I mean, I even posted this on my Instagram and obviously had a massive rant over this. And because apparently we was meant to go in like the morning, like the next morning, and we got that message in like the late evening, so I couldn't take a COVID test. I could like buy them online, but they wouldn't come like in a couple of days or like the next day, and that would be impossible. And even the shops were all shut, so it was too late. It was too late for me to go, so we didn't go because I'm not jabbed and I couldn't take a COVID test. So that really did make me so angry. And I even broke down and cried, and I told everyone that this is every day of my freaking life. Can we just accept the fact that this is shit? This is my life now, being let down so many times. And another time I was meant to go see the Polar Express film with my mom. This happened a few years ago, actually. Obviously, it was meant to be a pajama party, and you know, I wore my pajamas. I had my my reindeer antlers headband. And so we walk inside the cinema, but the problem was that the fact that they like changed it around, we had like 2 separate seats, me and my mum, and you can have like one seat right at the front, but you can just about see like the whole screen, or you can just have like a seat like a bit high above. And I was really confused, because I thought, but we booked the seats together, like up on a higher note, and we didn't know what to do, because we thought if my mum sat down at the front, she wouldn't even see it, and if I sat down the front, I wouldn't see it and we wouldn't enjoy it. And I got really angry because like there were like kids around. There was even a photographer taking pictures of the kids. And I was like, excuse me, I've never freaking had that. What the hell are you doing? And it's like, believe it or not, I was a kid when this movie first came out. And believe it or not, that's one of my favourite Christmas films. So, you know, how could you? Honestly, how seriously could you? So, I remember just so my mum like said to me, like, do you want to go? Because this is like ridiculous. And I was like, yeah, fine. And then I completely like walked out and I yelled out, I want my effing money back. And I remember that, no, I couldn't get my money back, and they just gave me a free ticket. And it's like, I do not want your effing free tickets, because it's ridiculous. I don't want them. I don't even want them, but I used them anyway with my sister. So yeah. And believe it or not, it happened again. Like, it happened like again back in November, because I caught a cold. And my mom, and especially like with COVID and everything, it's like I was too scared, because I thought, for God's sake, I've got a cold. I'm worried about COVID. I didn't think it was a good idea. So again, it was such a difficult decision for me to make. But again, it's just talk of being let down so often. It's like, why me? Why is it every single time that it's me that gets let down all the time, and yet other people go off on holiday? That is not fair on me. So, and it's like, because I remember posting it on this anger management thing on Facebook, wondering if it's okay to be angry at people. So I explained a bit about my reasons and my moments with it, because it's like, one, I can't afford it. Two, I'm not wealthy. I can't, you know what? Yeah, you know what I mean. And I had some people like question me, like, if you did have like all the money in the world, would you still, and like, you know, you could go anywhere you want, anytime you want, would you still be angry at people like that? And I said, no, of course I wouldn't be, would I? I wouldn't be like angry about it, because it's like the fact that I could go anywhere and anytime I want. Yeah, I think I would be happy with that. But then again, I think I'd still be angry, especially like with COVID, because it's like, it's still out there. I don't care if you're fully vaccinated or you got your booster jab, you can still catch COVID. And that's what everyone has been experiencing lately. Like, people that I've known, they've had their jabs, they still get tested positive. They said to me it makes them sick. It really made them sick. So again, that is setting off my anxieties. So yeah, I hope that I'm not being too selfish, but seriously, like, I just hope that loads of you people agree with me on this. Like, is it really that all right to be angry at people? Because it's like, I mean, I would love to say to them, do you know what? I hope you get tested positive for COVID. Now, I know that's horrible of me to say, but that's just so much anger inside me. Because it's like, you know, you want to do this. You are trying everything you can. I'm putting pressure on myself, and I'm completely exploding. And it's so hard to relax, because I just want to have everything done perfectly. I want to have a good time. I want to start living my life. But again, it's hard, especially like with COVID, and like all you can afford is like food or bills, putting a roof over your head. So, and it's so annoying, because like my mom always says to me that it's all right, they'll go into debt. And it's like, oh, okay, so you're going to debt, but you can still go abroad somewhere like every single month, or like, I mean, that's what happens all the time. Especially like an old friend of mine, I mean, like, you know, she goes every single month, and it's not fair. Like, what the hell? It's like, I seriously feel like I am one step behind everybody else. Like, everybody else is like ahead of me, or I feel like the whole entire world is against me. And yeah, as like a mental health victim, that is exactly what I feel like. I mean, like, yeah, the whole world is against me, because it's like COVID costed me my flaming job. I can't even go out because I'm too scared to leave the house, and I want to start living. It took all my guts just to go out to dance and just enjoy life. So yeah, anyway guys, I don't know what's gonna happen. with my birthday, because it's not even until July, but I am trying to like book it as quickly as I can and just hope for the best that this will happen. But I honestly don't know how this is going to work out, but I hope that once you guys see this, you know just how like angry I am about how I'm feeling, about how unfair it is on me, and how, you know, I mean, like, just the thing is that it's not just about me, but it's about other people who are like living in like poverty, and like how they can't afford to go on holiday, and yet this is the thing they go through. Because it's like, yeah, there are loads of people who are like in worse situations than I am. I know that, and that's why I'm mentioning it. So, and it's like, especially with COVID, it's like, for God's sake, are you really that stupid? Like, are you so stupid enough to take such a stupid risk? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna like leave it at that point, but I hope you guys understood my point and definitely understand how I feel. So I hope that you guys won't think I'm being selfish, won't think I'm being horrible. These are my issues with people going on holidays. So yeah, anyway, I will see you guys very soon, and hopefully the Most Rarest and Forgotten Kids shows will come out this weekend. Fingers crossed it will. If it does, perfect. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.